Good afternoon. My name is Laura Milstead Vallor, and I'm a parent of a student at Glenwood Middle School. Success in school is often described as a formula: student motivation and effort, added with top-notch teachers, parent involvement, attendance, being present to learn, and a healthy and safe learning environment. Over the last school year, I took my daughter to multiple doctor's appointments for symptoms that included, but are not limited to, severe headaches, constant fatigue, and nausea. She began to come home from school going straight to bed because of her headaches and fatigue. She would try to get up later to do her homework, which she's very conscientious about, and many times she simply felt too badly even once she got back up. She no longer had energy to see her friends outside of school, and at times missed her favorite sport, both practice and games, which is softball. My daughter had violent nosebleeds, and it sounds graphic, but what we dealt with was that she had so much blood pouring out of her nasal passages that it was draining to her stomach, so she was vomiting, and it was still coming out of her nose at the same time, which is pretty scary for a 12-year-old, not to mention her mother. She had significant joint pain in her knees, ankles, wrists, and elbows. And lastly, well, not the last symptom, but the last one for today, is that she had neuropathy. I had a 12-year-old with neuropathy. She experienced a severe burning sensation in her hands, fingers, and feet. She also felt tingling and numbness. So she went to many doctor's appointments, as previously mentioned. She was referred to Johns Hopkins Neurology for her neuropathy, and she had blood work done. But this is where I believe her school system failed her. If at any time the school system had informed parents that mold was even being investigated at Glenwood Middle School, I would have been able to provide that data to her doctors. At a minimum, 2 additional blood tests would have been done, and I would have been able to get out of an environment that was toxic to her. So please note that my daughter's condition greatly improved 1.5 to 2 weeks after school ended. It is my view that the school system withheld that critical information from parents. Not only did it neglect to provide that healthy and safe environment that its policies promise for my daughter and other students, it interfered with my ability as a parent to seek appropriate medical attention for my daughter. To make matters worse, I'm still receiving emails denying a mold issue at Glenwood Middle School. And honestly, that's insulting to my intelligence. And the emails talk about it never having been an unsafe environment. And the data that I've looked at just does not support that. Trust is a very fragile entity. Much effort is needed to regain it. I ask you all to consider that. My expectation is when the school system and the Board of Education take credit for the remediation of Glenwood, which I understand is ongoing now.
If you could wrap up, Ms. Vallor.
I will. They will also finally accept responsibility for previously withholding the critical information from parents that we needed to take care of our children. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We're moving on to our approval of the agenda. Ms. DeLacy.